Yo, hey, what's up, people? We're back. We just finished K. Now we're doing this weird A. I know it's not an A, but it's the only way I'm going to be able to put it in the description. I mean, I guess I could use the letter O. And this is going to be a fun one for you guys. It really is. Increase damage by 10% when attacking an enemy in the back row. I always increase the damage on the front row because the front row is the tanks, and the tanks are harder to take down. So I always try to get rid of the tanks, and then we're good. We're going to go left first, and you'll see why. We can take her. We can take this out too, just so it's taken out. So if we go right, then we hit 340, and if we go left, we're gonna hit 340. So and then after that, we're gonna hit 380. So if we go right, and then we keep going right, we're gonna hit 380. Okay, so we're gonna go left. We're gonna take the left path because that's how I did it. So that's how we're going to do it. Increase damage by 25% when attacking an enemy in the back row. Increase damage by 30% when attacking an enemy in the front row. So last time we did front row, this time I'm going to do back row, so it evens out. So we're doing more damage to the front and more damage to the back. Got it? Okay. If you want, you could do both front, you could do both back, whatever you'd like. I would recommend doing one of each, or doing both in the front row because back row is, not tank. Now we can decrease max HP of tank, decrease max HP of DPS, and decrease max HP of support. I go with tanks because, like I said, tanks are the pain. Once we take down these two tanks, the rest of it's easy. It's easy peasy. Always take down the tanks first. Tanks. Always go for tanks. Now over here we have two paths again. We're going to keep going left. We're going to decrease the max HP of tactical. Actually, if you want, you can look forward. Like, you can see, that's green. You can see, this is blue and green. So you can go ahead and look, that's blue and red. So you can, whatever you think is best for you. I am going to go with Agile, just because we can take him out. Because we can skip battle. We're not going to go that way. We're going to go left. We're going to keep going straight. Now look at that. I'm over here and I killed the guy over there. And we're just going to keep going left. And we're going to finish this path. At the start of battle, decrease the defense of all enemies. And at the start of battle, decrease the block of all enemies by 100%. Now, it's 50% defense or 100% block. You can reduce their defense by 50%, but if they block it, it makes no difference. So if you reduce the block by 100%, then they are not going to be able to block. Everything's going to hit. So we're going to make sure that we hit them every single time. Block is 50%. Or the defense is 50%. This is 100%. All right. So here we go. There we go. How disappointing! Seems like this isn't the correct way. All right, but what happens? Boop. Now we're back here. So, and now we have 19. So now we're going to go this way again. We're going to go left. We're going to go left. And then now we're going to go right. Instead of going left, remember we went left. It took us to the back, to the beginning. Now we're going to make this right turn. And now we're going to start a battle, decrease the block, which we already did. And now we can decrease the defense because we've already all blocked. Now we're going to go defense. There we go. And here we go. We're over here again at the end, and now we're going to go right because we went. Okay, we're going to do this again. We went full left. It took us to the end, right? Then we took this right before we got to the end. Took us all the way to the end, and now we are over here, going on the right path, which might be the right way. Increase damage by 30% when attacking enemy in the front row. Of course, increase damage by 25% when the back row. So we're gonna front row. Of course, like I said, we want to take out the tanks first. Always take out the front row. The DPSs die. DPS and support will die fast. Tanks, they take a little bit more. Decrease max HP of support enemies. Max HP of DPS. Max HP of tank. We're gonna do I think we already did tank. So now we're going to do DPS. Because we're running into let's see, we're running into DPS characters. So we're doing DPS now. Because we already did the tank path. Now we're doing DPS, and then there's going to be the support. All right, now decrease max HP of tactical, agile, mighty. So I'm going to go mighty. And then now we're going to go left again. And we're going to take out this path. And I'm not going to kill that guy. Just because. Start a battle, decrease superpower damage of all enemies. Decrease the physical damage. We're going to go superpower damage. Because we're fighting Constantine. And that's superpower. That's not physical. The magic's magic. And now we're going to take this. Bloop. And then now we're back here. And then right here is the end, which we're going to get to in a minute. I just wanted to pick up this 99. So we go left so we can go back. And now we're going to take this path again. Now, we could have made this shorter by going the other way, but I like doing it this way. It's just the way I do it. I go left, and I go right, and then I take the left path, and then I go right. So here we go. Bloop. Come on. And besides this green, decrease superpower or decrease the physical damage. Let's do physical because green arrow should be physical. It's not a superpower. Arrows are not a superpower. But I mean, I really had a big problem with that battle. That's why I took that path last. So now one more time, we're going to go right, and then we're going to go left, and then we're going to do the last boss, and then that's going to be that. But I mean, like I said, if you want, you could do this right path first. It's up to you. You know, you do it how you want to. You can do it any way you want to do it because even from here you can go back. But I just show you the path that I took, and then now we have the Lex Luthor. You know what? Let's let this battle play out. All right. Let's see how weak or how strong I am right now against them. I mean, we never let battles play out. I could have skipped this one too, but you know what? Whatever. Yeah, we're kicking booty. You know, I mean, I did this like a week ago. So, but I mean, you guys should be able to do it too. I mean, depending on when you start the game. I started day one. I missed 3 days because I had some IRL stuff going on. But other than that, I've been here every single day, so it's been pretty decent. Yeah, we're cooking. Yeah, having no problems. I mean, but that's what all the buffs and debuffs are for anyways. You buff yourself and debuff them. Cool. So there we go. Boom. Like I said, if you want, you can go this way, and then you can pick up this stun. And instead of going forward, you can go here. I'm not going to press it. You can go here left, and then go back to the beginning and have that too. You know what? She said there's several stuff, but we did everything. Okay, we did every single path. You know, double check. But yeah, we did everything. Yep. Okay. Right? Yep, we didn't miss anything. I'm just double checking the map. So we missed nothing. All right, cool. 100%. You guys should have it 100% too. Of course, I was already 100%, but I showed you guys the path. Take it easy, everybody. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.